And now I'm a promoter. I'm going to do the same thing that they once was doing and just say it's just the game of the business.
Talk Nation, we back at it, man. Shout out to Jaron Ennis, man. Shout out to Bozy Ennis for holding it down and pushing and fighting. Jaron Ennis has been elevated to the full IBF championship status. He is the baddest. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it. I know Bud got to be a little bit salty because you were first of all, he made history. Can't take that away from Bud. You know what I'm saying? Multi-division, undisputed world champion, pound for pound, one of the best in the business, pound for pound, one of the best in boxing. Can't take that away from Bud. But they sure enough took that belt. Now, Jaron Ennis, he is now the full champion. And guess what? It is now officially hunting season. I'm talking about duck, goose. You can't duck the champ because Boots is coming for them straps. So if Bud got him, Bud will have to fight. Because see, between Bud and Spence, I told y'all this before, Bud is the only one that really gave Boots his props.
And he belongs in the top echelon, you know, with the fights that he fought, that he deserved a shot. Not saying that he beat a lead fighter yet, you know, in the welterweight division, but the guys that he have fought to get him to this point right now, he passed the test with flying colors. So, you know, we never know until he get in there with the likes of, you know, the elite.
You know what I'm saying? Bud has said, you know what, man, like Boots is talented and all that. Fast forward a little bit when they was on $1 million worth of games. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to my brothers Gilly. Shout out to my brother Wallow. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes got into it a little bit, but you know what I mean? Bud was talking about something that you had your opportunity, but you went the IBF route. You know what I mean? You could have went the WBO route. You could have had a shot, blah, blah, blah. Look, logistics is logistics, but facts is facts. And here's the simple fact. If Terence Crawford remains at 147, one of his pieces has been taken. And it has been taken by somebody highly qualified, somebody highly skilled, somebody that has youth, that has toughness, comes from one of the toughest and most decorated fighting cities in the sport of boxing, which is Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So Terence Crawford, why not fight Boots? I said this before, if you're gonna lead 147, why not lead 147? Even if you may lead with a loss, I mean, so what? Look at Manny Pacquiao, one of the most revered and loved fighters ever in the sport of boxing. And Manny got multiple losses. We got to get out of this game of just because you lose, your record is trash or you trash. No, if you lose to the best, it ain't no knock against that. But if you lose to somebody who trash and should have not have beaten you, then that's something different. Now, let me clean that up a little bit because Francis Ngannou is not trash. He far from it. UFC heavyweight champion, was trained by Mike Tyson for that fight against Tyson Fury, and look what he did. That's my point exactly. Francis Ngannou came into that fight, first official pro debut against Tyson Fury, pound for pound, WBC champion, lineal champion, blah, 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 Gypsy King, blah, blah, blah. But what'd he do? He shocked the world. Arguably, he beat the best heavyweight in the sport of boxing, which in my opinion, he's not. I said it before, I like Usyk. Usyk and Wilder is my top heavyweights, period. You can say what you want about Wilder's skill and all that, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have, I think Wilder had what, 13, 14, something like that, or more title defenses, something like that. Could be wrong, but it's up there. So if Wilder's so trash, you know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't anybody catch him with that one shot to get him up out of there? Luis Ortiz caught him with a shot, hurt Wilder. But guess what? Wilder came back after being hurt like that in the fight and wound up knocking Luis Ortiz out. So Wilder does get hurt. But the only time and the only reason why Wilder got knocked out is because he ain't had no legs in that fight against Fury. You know what I mean? Like boxing, once your legs go, just like attack your opponent to the body. If a fighter legs go, that inhibits their performance. That inhibits their longevity. So if you have a fighter, just say like Manny Pacquiao, why you think Manny Pacquiao, even right now to this day, is still training, could still fight? Not only because of the way he took care of his body. For Manny to be over 40 years of age, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, avid basketball player, very active, politician, so on and so forth. Long story short, Manny Pacquiao still has his legs, still has his power, may not be as fast as he used to be, but Manny Pacquiao can still do some damage. I've been saying this already. I said this like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And I still say it to this day. What you think Manny Pacquiao is training for? Manny Pacquiao is smart. Got a beautiful wife, Jinky. Shout out to Jinky, you know what I mean? Shout out to the family, shout out to the kids. Emmanuel Pacquiao, his son, following his father's footsteps. He's also a young fighter coming up. So Manny Pacquiao isn't dumb. Manny Pacquiao, if he's still fighting, Manny Pacquiao believes he can still fight. Manny don't need the money, although he's giving out tons of money, his own money in the Philippines to his people. You know what I mean? But his last fight with DKO, you know what I mean, and all that, I mean, like that was kind of like child's play. Even when he fought DKO, Manny Pacquiao was saying, you know what, man, like I still want to fight Floyd. Floyd doing all these exhibitions and shit, like step back. You want to step back into the ring, fight Pacquiao. I've been saying this for years. Like, if you step back into the ring with Manny Pacquiao, it doesn't matter how long it's been, doesn't matter how old y'all is. If you talking about making some bank, if you Floyd Money Mayweather, step back into the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Step back into the ring with Manny Pacquiao. That fight is going to sell because the first fight, and some people think Manny won. Some people think Floyd won. But we know Manny was hurt. Fast forward a little bit. Both of these two competitors are older. Yes. Hall of Famers. Yes. Has made money. Yes. Really doesn't need to accomplish anything more in boxing because their legacy and lineage is solidified. Yes, check. So this will truly be a clash of legends. If Floyd and Manny can step into the ring and have one more final fight for the grand finale of all grand finales, that will be super explosive. That will be legendary. That's what boxing needs. To date, Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, that is the best crossover fight that has happened so far. I'm talking about, in my opinion, better than Floyd and Conor McGregor. Floyd carried Conor McGregor in that fight. He carried Conor McGregor in that fight. And Ngannou came to a fight. He didn't come to be carried. He came to win. He came to win against Fury. And when he knocked Fury down in the third round, Fury, look at Tyson Fury's face. He seen it. He felt it. He was like, shit, man, this came to fight. You know he ain't gonna come out his mouth and say some shit like that. But you look at his face, Tyson Fury had it all on his face. See, people can talk. People can talk, y'all. But see, as they say, real recognize real, skill recognize skill. Deep down, they know they will get fucked. You can lie to yourself, you can lie to your people, especially when people believe the same bullshit you believe. Oh my God, it sounds good, it sounds beautiful. But when you step in front of the lion, when you step in front of that monster, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nothing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And when Tyson Fury stepped into that ring against Francis Ngannou, what did he do? Nothing. Said he was going to stop him, knock him out, do all this. He didn't do nothing. As soon as he got knocked down, Fury went into panic mode. You start seeing this dude throw 100 1-2s, trying to keep Francis Ngannou at bay. Francis Ngannou, man, I told y'all, he became an instant player in one fight. And theoretically, he should have won, but he lost. But we all know the politics behind that. Low key, that was the disclaimer. If Tyson Fury won that fight, or if it was a close fight or whatever, you know what I mean, it was going to go to Fury because why? The Usyk and Fury fight was signed. And if he would have lost that fight, that would have messed up the bag. That would have messed up the bag. And only a few people, when they were interviewed after the fight, they said that. Like certain things in boxing, man, like people know, but people don't say because they don't want to disclose, as they say, the inner workings of the game. But real recognize real, man. Truth is truth. It don't matter how much you can lie. It don't matter how much stories you tell. The truth is the truth. And as long as the right people know the truth, it don't matter how much you lie. It don't matter how many stories you tell. It don't matter how many pictures you try to paint. You can be fucking Picasso. You can be Rembrandt. But you can't cover up the truth forever. You know what I'm saying? You may be able to cover it up for a time, but eventually you're gonna get exposed. And once you get exposed, your whole world gonna come to an end. Your whole world gonna come to an end. So in boxing, when you've been protected by your promoters, your management, whatever, eventually you're gonna come across that dog. And when you step into the ring, you're gonna be exposed. Fury was exposed. And that's what Jaron Boots Ennis wanted to do. That's why he wanted to fight Crawford. That's why he wanted to fight Spence. That's why he wanted to fight the best guys. Not to necessarily expose them to be frauds because they're highly skilled, but he wanted to show the world that everything I told y'all, I can beat these guys, so on and so forth, is legit. It's true. Just like when Bud said what he was going to do to Spence. Bud told y'all he was going to, he was going to beat Spence. It doesn't matter how he said he was going to beat Spence. The fact that he told y'all he was going to beat Spence, and it wasn't going to be fairly difficult. Bud said this shit, y'all, before the fight. And what happened when fight night came? Bud put on one of the most classic performances, not only of 2023, but ever. When he literally went in there and it was a lights out shutdown, you know what I mean? And it was a beat down. I mean, that's still, in my opinion, probably one of the best fights, if not the best fight of 2023. That is the best fight of 2023, in my opinion. But the most shocking and groundbreaking fight, in my opinion, of 2023, I mean, Ngannou has to trump that, man. Ngannou, because that was his first fight as a professional fighter. Yes, he was a UFC champion and all that. He's in the Guinness Book World of Records. You know what I'm saying? For having some crazy punch of power and all that. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. But let me tell y'all something, man. Truth is truth. Skill is skill. And you can't lie forever. And if you ain't got the skill, you can't hide that forever. It will all come to fruition on fight night. And Jaron Boots Ennis, if he gets the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence, I'm telling y'all, because I've already told y'all, Boots is going to walk away with the dub. It may not be easy. I think Crawford will be a tough fight for him because Bud can do a lot of the things that Boots can do. But I've seen some things that Boots do that's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fought Vila. Boots literally went into the fucking matrix and slowed down time and hit Vila with some shit. I ain't talking about no Lomachenko type shit. I'm talking about like he actually slowed. I mean, I ain't never seen like that before in boxing. It was a simple move, but this shit was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows you his mind, how his mind thinks, the things that he puts together when he steps into that ring. Boots always said, like, when I'm in that ring, man, I'm having fun. And when you having fun doing what you love, it's not a job. It's not work. That's your passion. And Boots is too hungry. He's too passionate about the game to be defeated. It's going to take somebody really, really skilled. And Boots, on that night, is kind of also going to have to defeat himself. Apart from that, I don't see anybody stepping into that ring challenging Jaron Boots Ennis and knocking him off. I just don't see it yet. And I'm talking about even Terence Crawford and Errol, the Truth, a.k.a. the Big Fish Spence.
Fatality.